And there's our beginning. All right. Here we go. So, while these racers go through Cap, you're going to see some any% gameplay because there's no moons or regionals on your first visit to Cap. I'm going to go ahead. I have the card zoomed up in my own tab. I'm going to go take a look at the card and see what I think about it. Alright, so first thing I notice is the goal in the middle. The goal in the middle is really big because you have to get 3 bingos, and the goal in the middle is part of a diagonal, is part of both diagonals. So you can get up to 4 goals, or you can make 4 different lines that use the middle square. And it's 8 moons in Cap. Now, as I just mentioned, Cap does not have any moons that you can get on your first visit. So if they want to get that goal in the middle, it's going to require that they come back to Cap sometime later, which I think the earliest you can go back to Cap is you have to go to Sand, and then you can immediately leave Sand, but usually you'll see racers just do Sand right then and there and then leave back for Cap if they want to do Cap. Besides that, though, this card is probably not the worst I've seen, actually. There is quite a few things that I'm not too big a fan of, especially the amount of post-metro this card has. I see things like I see a few seasides, a few things that'll force you to go to seaside, like Sphinx, and also some things like 28 captures will require you to go to Bay Metro. But there's nothing too particularly slow. Again, having to go back to Cap in order to get the middle goal probably isn't the greatest thing. But I can still think of some stuff that wouldn't be too bad. You can group in, there are like 6 moons in sub-areas that you can get in Cap. So you can group in 8 moons from Cap with 20 sub-areas total, or 16 total sub-areas. So if you want to do something like, I don't know, row 4, column 5, and then like bottom left, top right. Either bottom left, top right. One of the diagonals grouped in with column 4, or column 5 and row 4 is probably what I'd take. But we'll see what these racers do. They're getting their first power moon now. Looks like TJ a tiny bit ahead on Monado getting the moon, but that's not a lot. It's all routing in this. I mean, you do need to have some kind of flow with the movement in order to be able to play the game quickly, but it is all about routing, really. And to answer a question in chat, so the way that a bit of insight on these channels is we have a runner will stream to their channel with their gameplay and timer, and then we'll crop them separately. But TJ, on his stream layout, has his timer overlapping the game, so the game feed has his timer on it, as well as the timer little box right there. But they are the same timer, so he's not running Tuggle. But he is running out of luck when it comes to getting Dino Jump, which you saw Justin do, Monado. He got it first try. It's not the easiest jump, so it's understandable that TJ is having some trouble. But Monado's already done with the fight, so that's not good for TJ at all. There we go. Alright, TJ is now into the fight with Madame Brood, and Justin is done with it. Again, not a good experience, but hopefully TJ will be able to still have a good fight after that. Hopefully we didn't get into tilt like 5 minutes in. That can be really bad. That was a good fight. Okay. So, now you're going to see the first major thing. We're finally breaking any percent route. We're going to see Monado's going around, going to get some regionals. Which, where is that on the card? Is there Cascade regionals on the card? Oh, Justin falling. I think he's trying. The strategy here is to dinosaur jump, like you do from Madame Brood, but you want to go to Captain Toad instead. Some people go up to the boss platform, but Monado did, but some people, like me, try and just jump straight to Captain Toad. Kind of interested to see what TJ did. I think he might have. He's getting Captain Toad as well. I think TJ opted out of doing the dino jump after that first experience with it, which is definitely not the worst choice. So, Monado's now leaving, and so is TJ. Monado collected a few regional coins, which makes me believe even though there's no Cascade-specific regional goal, so maybe 75 total regionals might be on the board for Monado? I don't know. That's a bit of a weird play to me. Yeah. Okay, Monado does want to go to Cab. Alright, so Monado is now in sand, immediately going for regional coins. Regional coins here are interesting because you can literally get 20 in this tiny village right here, which is really good for goals. Especially if you want some costumes. That's like a whole costume right there. That's a sticker already. That's a souvenir already if you want one. It looked like we also saw some regionals grabbed by TJ. But Monado left with 9, and TJ still only has 11 of the 20. TJ's going to get employees only, which is not a mood seen too often. Monado's heading to the ruins like the normal any percent route does. Now TJ's going to the dune. Maybe just using an old any percent route. Maybe got that specific moon for a reason, unsure. Sometimes you're routing through sand when you want to get some regionals. There are a lot of easy moons that you can get in sand in the entire region, and sometimes some of your goals have you travel a lot throughout the region, so sometimes people will get extra moons that you usually don't see just for the sake of not having to do as much traveling around to get maybe one moon or so. It looks like TJ definitely has more of an emphasis on collecting regionals right now, compared to Monado, so... Looking at the card, don't know if I see any sand regional goals. Don't think I see any goals in sand at all. Monado's going 8-bit. Okay, getting some regionals. Definitely want some regionals. For what? I'm dumbfounded. I'm looking on the thing. Let's see. You can't buy moons with the regionals. Maybe just going for the total. 5 hats is on the board. That's maybe it. Monado might want 5 hats. It looks like we're seeing similar routes, though, from both players, as TJ also gets the, oh no, takes a death, but did also get the regionals in the tower there. And he's sent all the way back to employees only, which is really bad. And Monado's headed over to the Moai habitat. Probably going to be going for Showdown on the Inverted Pyramid. And that encamped in Toad might be putting him in a position for Column 3. Which explains why he was very eager to go back to Cap, actually. If he wants to go for Column 3. Because that 8 moons right there. TJ going for some more easier regionals. TJ now has enough regionals to get both hats if he wants to buy hats. Getting some more moons. Monado just got the moon shards in the Moai habitat. Alright, let's see. We are seeing a Sphinx from TJ here, and he's going to answer more questions. Maybe also in play for Column 5, or Column 3, my bad. Yep, we're seeing them both answer the Sphinx questions. Alright, so both of them have finished what they need to do with the Sphinx. It looks like Justin's completely skipping the treasure and headed for... going to go this moon, and probably going to get 2 inside the Inverted Pyramid. Which will put him at 13, and then when he gets the Showdown on the Inverted Pyramid, that'll be 16, since that's a multi. Alright, good route there from Monado, if that's the case. Does not look like TJ wants to go to that Inverted Pyramid, though. Though does want to get more regionals. Probably going to be finishing up fairly soonish. Not going to the Inverted Pyramid, as I said. So it's just looking for some any % route moons to finish up. Might go to the shop to purchase a moon, which is on the board, as well as go there to buy some hats. Might be a good play. And that's the 16th moon for TJ. Looks like he's warping to... Oh, he does not have a warp to the village, so he's gonna just roll over there. I think he wanted to warp there, but didn't have the ability to. Makes sense. Alright, and Monado unfortunately takes a death trying to get out of the inverted pyramid. He's at 13, so he'll be able to just fight Harriet and then be at 16, which will be enough to leave the kingdom. It was 20 to buy the hat, I'm sorry, so he got just enough regionals there. And it's not equipping anything. No fashion from TJ here. Thinking. What's he thinking about now? And he's rolling right back to the Odyssey. So Harriet is being fought by Monado now. Nice hits. And that's a down Harriet for Monado. So TJ's next stop is Cap Kingdom. Said he wanted to go to Lake, but now is going to Cap. Pretty interesting that he didn't go for the inverted pyramid. So might be diverging from column 3, but still wanted to get the Captain Toad Cascade. So we'll see how he takes this into account later. Alright, he's gonna be getting some sub-areas done here, which is great. It looks like Monado is not done in Sand. He wants to go to the shop as well before leaving. Gonna buy a hat. Doesn't have enough coins for 2 hats, but he doesn't care. He wants to buy a sticker. Oh, and I just noticed the stickers are on the corner, the top right corner of the card. Interesting. He definitely wants to go for column 3, I know that much. Could he also be grouping in one of the diagonals with that? The bottom left, top right diagonal? We'll find out. Also selects Lake, but also goes back to Cap. TJ getting his first Cap moon. And has almost all the moon shards, just needs to get that one, and has his second. So it looks like we have a slight farther ahead advantage on TJ's side, but TJ didn't do inverted pyramid, so there are differentiating routes, so it's hard to tell who's ahead. And it's not only because of the goal count. The goal count might not mean too much, because there are some long-term goals. Like I mentioned, the sub-areas on this card. Those can take a while, but if you have 3 goals that you can finish all at the same time in one kingdom, that's absolutely huge. It looks like TJ might be going for timer challenge at the edge of the bridge. Yep. The Moon Kingdom timer challenge. Monado going over here to get a Frog Moon. Might also be wanting to buy a sticker. There are only 5 regionals in the Cap Kingdom. So that'll be a good purchase for Monado when he decides to go over there. Looks like he now has a friend playing a game, haha. But Monado, you're gonna need to hit the block there. There we go. Frog's hard to control. Alright, so TJ now heading to the Goomba Poison Wave sub-area. I hope he got the checkpoint at the top of the tower if he wants to go for the push blocks. I really do hope so. Because otherwise we'll have to climb Top Hat Tower again, which is not pleasant. Monado going over here, getting this moon. That's the 5th moon shard in this sub-area for TJ. But normally what you see is he's going to go for the secret now and then get the, getting the normal moon on his way back. Because the secret moon for this sub-area is right here. Getting a bit more Paragoomba action, but he gets it. That's the 2nd sticker on Monado's end, out of the 5 he needs for that top right goal. Also wanting some regionals, I see. You might be buying a hat, because I know you've already bought 2. But now you're going back and, yeah, jumping out the Paragoomba, getting your 5th moon out of the 8 here. Doesn't have the war. A little bit of rage map shaking. That is not good for TJ, because he wants to go up there for his last 3 moons, I know. So he has to capture this Paragoomba, go back around, and then climb up Top Hat Tower all over again. Meanwhile, Monado starting on the sub-areas in this kingdom with the Frog Secret and the Moon Shards. You know the stuffs. Is he forgetting where a Moon Shard is, possibly? You gotta go in that little cubby. I think he's not 100% sure. He sees it now, though. Definitely. I saw it on his end. And is grabbing a frog. We'll see where he takes it. He's lost. Okay. He found it now, don't worry. And, oh no, TJ! This sub-area is really tough. I don't blame anyone for dying on it. TJ now going for, or not TJ, but Monado now going for that. Oh, TJ. Oh, TJ! Oh my god! This is way too clutch on TJ's side. Oh, jeez. looks like TJ never found that secret moon in this area. Okay, he doesn't know, I think. It's right behind there. He just passed it. Gets that moon, has to leave now. Gonna get Captain Toad at the top here, probably. But then it's gonna be 1 moon short of 8 because he couldn't find the secret area, the secret moon in that sub-area. Monado also had to go up top at tower, so that was a disadvantage that TJ had that wasn't really a disadvantage because both runners had to suffer it. Monado's now in this room. Hopefully he knows where this secret is and can finish off with the 8. But we're still 1 short on TJ's end. Monado knows where his moon is, though. We're seeing more regionals from TJ. It looks like he's gonna purchase a moon. Yes. Alright, so that's the 8th for TJ, and that's the 8th for Monado. So because Monado knew more moons than TJ, he is going to be leaving Cap first. You're also going to be buying a hat, so that's going to be your 3rd hat already. You're only 2 hats away from your goal. Oh, yes, and a sticker, too. He's also getting a sticker. So that's awesome. Starting on that sticker goal with that one. And the black top hat show off. Yes. Nice. It's not easy to tell who's in the lead. Bingo. But based on what we know, it's probably gotta be Monado that has a lead because he has more goals. I can kind of understand what he's doing more than I can understand what TJ's doing. And he's the first one into Lake, which we're now in. Makes the jump up the wall. Looks like so far it's just any percent route. And TJ's back in sand. Interesting. I don't know what TJ's quite doing here, but I'll buy. Going back up the tower. He died his first time trying to go up here. Is he perhaps also going for column 3, but I don't know why he would have been offset from going to the inverted pyramid in the first place. I don't think the death would have been that upsetting. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, though. DK Wings, I'm not tracking the bingo card. The runners are doing the bingo card themselves. TJ, unfortunately falling. Getting moon shards there. Interesting. I think Monado might be going for that, that 16 moons and lake goal, I think. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. TJ going to buy a sticker. That's going to be his third. TJ, soon to be headed into the inverted pyramid, possibly. Monado just getting more moons. And, alright. Monado over halfway done with that 16 moons goal. Can't imagine it'll take too much longer now. Yes! For the question in chat, if you know Randomizer, which you might know if you've watched a lot of his channel, you might know that each randomizer, they have seeds that are different. Bingo also has seeds like that for the cards. So the seed determines what goals are gonna be on the card, where they're gonna be on the card. And similar to Rando, which has logic, Bingo also has balancing to make sure that no row is like too good or no row is like too bad. Kinda like that. So Monado finally getting the multi-moon in Lake. Yep. There's also a setting on the Bingo website we're using, bingosync.com, to hide the card at the start. And so the racers are not allowed to look at the Bingo card that they have until the race starts. So all of the routing you see is done right on the fly. Monado gonna be getting this treasure chest up in the tunnel in the lake. TJ just got his inverted pyramid moon, which are interesting to see him go back for it, but whatever, he has it now. Too late. He's probably gonna be headed to Lake now because he doesn't have anything else to do. According to chat, he forgot about the goal. That happens. Honestly, it's terrible when it happens, but it can happen, and it's just not a good feeling at all. Monado is at 14 moons, so just needs the 2 more to get his goal. And 1 more. Looks like he might be going to purchase one. And to get 8 Sphinx questions, you need to go all the way to Seaside Kingdom, because that's where the Sphinx in Wooded Kingdom only gives you 1 question, and with the Sphinx in Sand, that's a total of 6. So to get to 8, you need to go to Seaside, because that's the second Sphinx that gives 5 questions. So now TJ's in the lake. We'll see what he decides to get, if it's the same or different from Monado. So we'll also see what Monado does in Wooded. Alright. Now Monado just bought another moon. That's 2 for his 5 purchased moons goal. I think he might be going for that top row then. With the stickers and the moons he's been buying. Possibly row 1 might be an option on him. And I think that's a good option. Honestly. Alright, I'm back. It looks like TJ took down Rango pretty well. Looks like he also wants more regionals, possibly for that sticker hat combo. Interesting, he's not going for that first timer challenge. We'll see though what else he goes for. Monado seems to be going basic any percent right now with some extra regionals sprinkled in. but I don't see any goals on here that would make him change to a different kind of route for Wooded, so just go for it, I'd say. It depends, because usually for a sticker and a hat, you only need 15 coins total. But in some kingdoms, you only need 10 coins for both the sticker and the hat. So it's not that many regional coins. If you want to buy both hats in kingdoms with 2 hats, then it takes like 25 for the hats alone, and then 35 if you want to add the sticker to that. Looks like he got 25 regionals and is going to be leaving the kingdom. And no, triple bingo does not mean this is a best of 3. What triple bingo means is that they have to make 3 lines of 5 on this card. Yeah, go Bills. I think they're both... I know Monado is definitely going for column 3 and row 1. I'm not sure about bottom left, top right. If only for he hasn't been getting really enough music notes for that. But he has been getting hats. And he did do 5 Sphinx questions. No, he didn't. I don't remember. He did do 5 Sphinx questions, yes. But that... And with hats, that could also be for the bottom row. But it could also be if he wants to do column 4, he could do that. Meanwhile, TJ's route opens up row 2 and column 5. And between those two, I think column 5 is much better than column 2. TJ's going to be answering the Sphinx question. Okay. Probably just to get past. I don't know. I don't know if he's going for... he is going for the 8 questions. I don't think he knows that he can only get 1 here. Also does want the regionals that are there. Maybe he just did that for a faster regional. I don't know what I would do. So Monado, now done with the any percent portion, gonna be, I think, buying a hat and a sticker. Would be my best guess. Oh, look, I was correct. Alright, looks like they're both going for the same moons right now, but Monado already has all the moons he needs to leave, and TJ is up here early. There is a Wooded Moons goal, I believe, somewhere on the card. Oh yeah, right in column 3, what he has to do is 24 moons in Wooded Kingdom. So this is a good play to go to the post-brutal areas, because there are some quick moons here. Yeah. Like he's gonna be getting this one that's back here. That took me a while to find, casually. I don't think TJ knows you can't get those from like that. Monado just needs 5 more. I don't know if he's gonna do this whole tank room that can be a kind of lengthy. Monado going for this 8-bit. And teejay in the flooded pipeway. Yeah, do give it up for the 8-bit wooden music that I unfortunately had to step away for. And my current screen is frozen. There you go. I heard a death, though. Which is not good. Looks like teejay's also going for an 80% moon route so far. Yeah, fortunately, Deep Woods areas are only in, like, pre-brutal spots, so if you fall in, like, a post-brutal area, or really just, like, a post-big piranha plant. If you fall in a post-big piranha plant area, the big piranha plant being that place where that giant thing you just saw on teejay's screen, you'll see it again in a moment. There it is. If you fall, like, anytime after beating this, this thing, you won't go to the Deep Woods, usually. Looks like he has that regional coin goal going for the nut back here. Looks like Monado went for Flower Road. And just needs 2 more moons. We'll see which 2 he chooses. Jumps over here, there's a nut. That's 23. teejay is still at 16. We'll see what he does. Headed over here to the warp painting. Not gonna activate it. Gonna just get this roundhound, I think. Yep. And that's gonna be his 24th. And he's leaving now with 24. Almost done with that column, but it's not going to finish up until Seaside, so we might see that one unfinished for a while now. As teejay's right before the Brutal. Alright. I'm going to be headed into Spewer as Monado's headed into Cloud. Here's the obligatory Cloud break. There's not too much you can do between Cloud and Daytime Metro, unless you're going for something in Lost Kingdom. So, usually it's not very good to have to go here. That is completely possible, Ranky. The top left, bottom right for teejay. 18 moons in Lost can be kind of tricky because that's like almost every moon you can get in your first visit, but it's still not too slow because Lost is a very small, compact kingdom, and the rest of the goals in that he either already has or are too slow at this point. So yeah, that could be a good one. And then he just needs regionals and Seaside moons. Maybe he's going for row 2 along with that. Row 2, column 3, top left, bottom right. Monado is still third. Bingo is still unknown to me. I know he's gonna be trying to get that that column 3 in that row 1, but I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do to finish that triple. World Peace Metro is pretty slow, which is why I don't think Monado would be going for... is kind of slow, which is... yeah, it's kind of slow, which is why I don't think Monado would be going for column 4 along with column 3 in row 1, but with all the hat purchases, it definitely could happen. Another thing that could happen is possibly row 5, which I think would be preferable to... might be going for an I there with row 1, row 5, column 3. Yeah, Go Bills, he has also been counting up some regional coins, or trying to get some regional coins in kingdoms where he had no use for them at all. So that's definitely a possibility. As for who's winning right now, not the easiest thing to tell. Both have to go to Seaside, and I think TJ might have to do more in Seaside. And considering Monado's already in Lost compared to the Wooded that TJ's still in, I think Monado has an advantage right now. The outfit door in Metro, which you might see at the bottom left of the card, is you need to get the builder suit. Oh, I forgot about the regionals in Wooded. Yeah, okay, maybe not column 4 then. He's probably doing row 5. And we just saw a mark on 75 total regionals. I want to say he's kind of joke marking there. Because some people do that. They'll just mark a goal they have even if they don't need it. Might be what's going on there. No, for the outfit door in Metro, you need to get the moons in the area that's unlocked by wearing the builder suit. Looks like Justin's breaking Lost Any route, which might imply Lost 18? Oh. Yeah, many areas have an outfit door. So, like, for example, you may remember in Lake, the moon you get from the dress display case. If you throw your hat on that, you have to wear a swimsuit to get in there, so that's like the Lake outfit door. Bottom left, top right has been discussed a lot. My only gripe with that one is I'm not sure how Justin's been doing with regionals, or not regionals, music note moons. So I'm kind of iffy on the idea of him going for that. But I guess I can think of, like, 2 right off the top of my head that he could still do between Metro and Seaside. So, Monado's just going through Lost as TJ's going through this area with the tank. Not one seen too often because it's not the quickest. Usually people will get the secret moon in here and then book it, hightail it out. And yeah, he definitely wants more than 10 moons, which might imply 18 in Lost. Ooh. Death from Justin. TJ doing some regional coin shopping and might also buy a moon for his 24th. Would contribute to purchase 5 moons, which is that top column, that top row. Or possibly column 2. That's a 5th sticker purchase we see by the gold marking. Don't buy the life heart, buy the moon. Alright, that's another moon purchase for Monado. Getting close to that row 1. Jump off. Go for below the bridge. Get below the bridge. Don't get out alive. Definitely not good there. Finally getting around to this moon. Now he just needs to get, Captain Toad, I guess, and the moon shards over here. And that'll be 18. This moon shard right here can be tricky to get. Gets on the first throw. Gotta be real careful here because you're intended to use a tropical wiggler to get over here to these areas. So doing it with just Mario, a lot of risk when it comes to falling in poison that you have to watch out. That's 18. Monado can... That's 17. I can't count. Hello. Monado's gonna grab all these coins, which is good for the purchase moons goal. And dies. Oh, there's his 18th. He never collected the moon from the shards. Okay, that's what confused me. As TJ is just now entering Lost, Monado is just now leaving it. Oh yeah, I did forget. There are 2 different note moons in Lake, so if he goes for 1 in Metro and 1 in Seaside, you could go for 4. But I think if Monado... Yeah. Actually, I can't disagree with that. That column 2 from Monado is definitely likely. We'll see how he goes along with collecting regionals if he wants it for that goal. He could be also going. No, never mind. He didn't get 25 regionals in Lake. Probably won't be going for that. He does want regionals though now. I don't know what's so urgent. He has the stickers. Okay, no, he wants to buy a moon right now. He just marked off purchase 5 moon. Okay, so he's almost done with row 1 as well as column 3. But yeah, no, a lot of people are still kind of in debate about his about Monado's 3rd row. The 3rd bingo, rather. Monado finally got that skip and the girder sandwich moon that you usually go for after getting that skip. And then teejay going through Lost, getting some regionals, getting some moon. Sitting at a comfy amount of regionals right now, I'd say. Definitely playing in a pattern of going to places that seems like he wants more than 10, which probably means he wants 18. But we'll see. He does get his 10th moon, and Monado going for the Town Hall jump fairly shortly. He's going to attempt to jump across the entirety of the Town Hall. You see this all the time in runs. It looks just like that. Struggling on the wall jumps. Monado wants these regionals, these 3. Keeps falling. He'll make it up someday, I believe. There we go. Now he's just gonna go up this way to start the fight against the Mecha Wiggler. As teejay is currently a Tropical Wiggler. Bad to get that last moon shard. Nice 2 cycle from Monado. Alright. That's 18 on TJ. TJ taking the death there. After the 18th under the bridge. And he needs to warp back to the Odyssey himself. Alright, Monado getting that RC car. Alright. Does want more regionals. Don't blame him there. Regionals are always good to have. Alright, looks like we're also seeing some regional collecting from TJ here. Monado going through a seemingly normal 90% route so far. I don't know what he's planning to do, but... only one way to find out, and that's to walk. Alright, we'll see how TJ does his town hall here. Looks like Monado, yeah, just straight up going any percent here. Well, that has that one extra moon, which I think was from that shop. So might be skipping out on... probably the drummer would be the best one to skip, because you get 2 moons in the park. So you probably don't want to skip the bassist. Oh no, but TJ falls. Which is not a very good thing for him. Alright, we'll see what Monado does now. Yep, does talk to Pauline. Rolls right past the drummer. And into the park. Grabs the scrap moon. Goes over to the bassist and gets these 2 regionals and then talks to the bassist. Alright. Doesn't seem he's quite done. Wants more regionals, perhaps. Yeah, gets 35 regionals here and just leaves. Interesting. TJ, 2 cycle it looks like for TJ. Well done. And Monado seems to be going back to a kingdom. I'm having some lag on my end, so I didn't quite see which one he left for. Went back to Lake. Okay. Gonna probably finish up the regionals that he never got here to get to 25. And then finish up in Seaside with row 2 and column 4. Or column 3. It's now daytime for TJ. Alright, now after getting the goal, he's leaving, gonna go to Seaside. He's probably gonna do the any percent route, with the exception of routing in 2 Sphinx questions. Might skip the last moon in the any percent route to put in those. Yeah, so far this is just any percent route stuff. This moon in at the top of the ledge. Skipping the rumble moon. TJ looks like on a mostly any percent route right now as well, as similarly seen by Monado. The commentary restream is lagging a bit, so I can't get very good commentary while this is happening. But yeah, that any percent route theory I have for Monado is mostly right, except skipping the rumble moon instead of the hidden trench. Because now he's basically going to be holding this cheat sheet until he has to talk to the Sphinx. So now it just needs 2 more. The Sphinx and the Hidden Trench. Just needs to answer 2 Sphinx questions. Going to be answer 4 and answer 3. Alright, that's column 3 done. Oh no, he didn't do wooded. He didn't get the wooded Sphinx. That was TJ. So now he's done with column 3. Oh, he's doing more questions. Come on. He might just want to get this moon for his goal. But rest assured, he has... Alright. Yeah, now he's marking the goal. Now, might be going into the treasure room. Yep, and... he's done. GG Monado. Winning the race with a 1:17:37 was his time. And meanwhile, TJ still playing. No clue what TJ's doing, though. Looks like TJ got a lot of moons, but now wants to go for the 4 musicians, go for the world peace. All right, TJ. You have your audio now. What are you doing? There's his fourth musician for world peace. For those who like the festival, it's time! Alright. So now, TJ's gotta go through this. Just kind of being quiet because I know people like this song. So I'm currently busy with something else right now, so that's why I'm kind of also having to keep a little bit silent. Yeah, a Link to the Past randomizer will be coming on, hopefully as soon as this race finishes. Which should be soon, because we're very close to being done for TJ. It just needs to look at more hint art, get some moons, and answer some Sphinx questions. Alright, yeah, probably the same thing Monado did here. Normal any percent route, but substitutes a moon for Sphinx treasure. Looks like he's doing Rumble, though. Yeah, Scarlet, unfortunately, what probably happened here is he was trying to reroute. He tried to reroute when he was already, like, in the middle of the bingo, so it looks kind of funky. Alright, so he's, with this music note moon, he's halfway done with the 10 Seaside Moons goal. With row 3 already done, he just needs to do that row 2 and column 3 and we'll be done. Yes, when this race finishes, which TJ will be done in hopefully less than 3 minutes at this point, like less than 2 possibly, I'll be signing off, and then we'll be switching over to the Link to the Past randomizer race that was scheduled to happen on this channel at 9:30. Unfortunately, TJ went a bit over. But he just needs 3 moons, and he's basically finished, so... Yep. Alright, that's his 9th moon, so now at this point he's just gotta really just got to go down to the Sphinx and do 2 questions, but he's not going to go in the Sphinx treasure room, I guess. Not a bad choice, though, I guess. Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea for him to do this one. So he doesn't have to go through the loading zone. Not a bad idea. Yeah, again, whatever isn't Aiken, unfortunately, we have a bit of a... TJ took a little bit to finish, but with this question right here, answered correctly, which is 4. Yep, there we go. TJ gets it, and now TJ's finished. So that's it for TJ. The 131.58. So that's the race we have today. GG to both TJ and Monado, and congratulations to Monado for winning the race. I'd recommend following both of the runners today. And it was a lot of fun to do commentary on this, so... But we have to pass it off to... we have to pass it off to the other race now. The Link to the Past happening now. So I'm going to step out and let everybody that wants to enjoy that race. I'll see you later.